Fat steel. 544 S guys.
Check it out on YouTube. Woo. Guys, it is hot. We're in South Florida today, as usual, but today we're in the garage because the baby's inside, right? So, happy Independence Day to Trinidad and Tobago. Similar to what we did for Jamaica, we're going to go through and give you some breakdown on some rums, the rum selection together on Trinidad. And, give you some brief history and different information that would help you on your rum journey, alright? So, we're back again. Yeah. Oh, look at it. Alright, we're inside. Let's go. Alright, so Trinidad and Tobago, 62 years independence. Alright, we have some rums here we need to drink to celebrate with you guys. Come join in. Alright, so we have all the way down to the end on the all the way back this way.
This is a lot of rum.
A lot of rum, right? So we probably honestly wouldn't go through all of them. I really want to get onto some of the more tastier sipping treats. Unless Russian want to shot some punching right about now.
I think I'll leave the shut up punching for last.
Alright. So, starting on the end there, we have punching, which is 75%. Similar to the 151, it's a 150 proof. It is very clean, a little bit of orange notes, and that's about it. Because this is just the raw stuff way up on the still. Trinidad have a 5-column still and a 4-story still. Alright, so it's a 4-story and a 5-story. So they probably get all the way up to like 90+% on the alcohol, and then they break it down to 75, and that's what's bottled there. I've had it. I'm pretty sure that bottle I probably bought for a friend of mine or something, because I didn't even, because the fact that it isn't open is kind of strange. So I'm like, that's probably a gift.
Yeah, for me.
No. I think that's like for David. I think David I bought that for some time ago. Right? And then they have the white oak. And the white oak, they have different flavors. This is the coconut flavor. There's coconut, there's sorrel. The sorrel one tastes almost like Christmas cake. There's pineapple, there's watermelon, and there's the original clean white oak rum which you use to mix, right? So there are a ton of different flavors in the white oak. Traditionally it's unflavored. Until the last about 5 years they came out with a bunch of different flavors of that one, right? Then this right here is a bit of an antique. So this is the what do you call that? The limbo man, right? So it's missing the paper from in the front there. I just bought this bottle back from a liquor store about a year ago. Some guy was selling this collection and I got that for about $40. So that was when Trinidad just started getting into the plastic manufacturing business. So they started making everything out of plastic, and that was on the first plastic things that they put into the rum line, right? With that collection. So the Limbo Man, it was produced again back in like the 2010s for a little bit, and it came with a thatch hat, not a plastic hat. If you find a plastic hat, that was from back in the 70s and 80s. If you find a thatch hat, it's most likely one of the newer productions, which would have been in 2000. I think I got one like 2013 or something like that. Rough spirits. Hey, glad you all are having a drink. Please take a sip for me. Stay with me. Oh man, you see, that's the time difference thing, because you are in Texas, they're all behind. So you're still working kind of late. That's after 6, right? We're after 7 here in South Florida. But Marshall will take a sip for you in a minute, right? And then we have one of the new products. All these products are from Angostura. This is called Tambo, which is a spiced rum. So very delicious spiced rum, one of the best spiced rums I've had.
Yes.
Way better than your Captain Morgans and all that crazy stuff. This is really a good spice rum. We've had some good spice rum, but you haven't tried all the spice rums. Emmanuel and I did a video the other day, and we had the 9 leaves.
Yes.
It's 9 leaves, right? The 9-fold.
Ninefold.
The 9 leaves is Japanese.
Yes.
The ninefold, which is the Scottish spice rum, which is really good. That is really good spice rum. This was a very delicious spice rum. I just brought a couple bottles in for a friend of mine. Every time someone's come from Trinidad, they say, hey, let me get 2-3 bottles. So I just got them a couple bottles. So I want to ship those out like sometime probably this weekend. But yeah, very delicious spice rum. Tambu is delicious, right?
It is very delicious.
Yeah. And then so after that they have a 5-year, which I don't have on the table. Then this is the 7-year. Minimum age statement, 7-year rum. You can get it in supermarkets here, not supermarkets, but liquor stores here for about $29.
They still have this bottle?
They don't have that bottle in the US. They have a different bottle in the US. The US bottle looks similar to the white oak bottle.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thin bottle, but it's black. The label.
Was it originally this?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Trinidad has and had for
No, but
ages.
in America.
I don't know, because I've
Because
always
I
used to
have
bring
one
it
and
in.
I bought it at ABC just like this.
Look like that. Okay.
Yes.
So that is what they had at the time. You're right, because I used to buy that and the 1990.
Right.
You used to be able to get at Publix. There's a Publix down in Miami. I used to get that all the time, like $35. Most places now have it for about $44 in 1919. And as I said before, the 7, which is a minimum age statement, is for $29. So that's another delicious rum. To me, honestly, like, I almost feel like the 7 is better than the 19, but to each his own, right? And then
The 1919.
yes, it's almost finished. So that used to be an 8-year minimum age statement, 1919. But Angostura took away the age statement from it. Now it's just a blend. They took away the age statement from years ago. So even when the bottle was square, similar to this, they had taken away the age statement. So first they had a shorter bottle compared to this bottle here. Oh man, I forgot something inside. I gotta go inside at some point. But whatever. We'll take a short break
The
sometime.
plantation.
No, I forgot, because remember we say we're not doing any bottling from other companies. We just want to do
Okay.
just like we did with the Jamaica. We just did the Jamaica,
right.
So we'll do the same thing with Trinidad.
Right. We can.
Exactly.
We can.
Exactly.
Right.
So-
Indeed.
What we're doing is that we are going for a sample, because we have a sample of this one. We start getting into the tastings.
Okay.
Right? So, but then we have the 1824, and the 1824 used to be a minimum 12-year age statement up to like early this year, late last year. So somehow, some reason, they took away the age statement on another product of theirs,
Again.
which is now just a blend, right? So the thing about it is when they take out the age statement, is just in order for them not to have to make a minimum age statement of 12. You can go down to 11 or 10. What they're really trying to get is the same flavor profile, right? So in order to save a little bit of cash, you're producing thousands of bottles around. If you could save a few off of not producing a 12, but a blend giving the same flavor profile as a 12, that's the option they're going to right now. So if you try to get this bottle right now, mine says age 12 years, right? It's on the bottle, it's on the packaging in the back, on the front, it's on the bottle itself. But if you look at it now, if you go to Total Wine now, you just see it saying premium rum,
Yes.
not an age of 12 years, right? Because Trinidad and Tobago practices, if you put an age statement, then the age statement is a true age statement, true minimum age statement, not a blended age statement, not a maximum age statement, nothing like that. It's a true age statement, right? So then the next one is a 15-year. And as far as I know, it's still 15 years,
Yes.
right? So, we've been doing a lot of talking, and my palate is getting dry, so we need to pour something up. So I'll start with the 15-year.
No problem.
Alright, this is the 15. I didn't come here to open 15. Alright, we'll crack open a 15 today. Alright. You want to start with it?
No. Oh no, I was looking if it was open.
No, that's not it. Alright, so we're going to pour up the 15. Woo, it smells good. So, 15. Minimum age statement 15. I think it used to have so it's been said online on some of these hydrometer tests that the 15 used to have a lot of sugar, right?
Yes.
And honestly, I believe it, because we used to drink 15 like juice. Emmanuel and I used to drink. I remember we had an event, almost every event. When I just started drinking heavy in the rum game, I didn't have any child as it or anything. We used to have a lot of parties and stuff. And any event, I was bringing a bottle of Appleton Estate 50. What nonsense? Angostura 15. The Angostura 15, sorry. And which is the 1784. So if you haven't recognized us yet, Angostura names their rums after a significant year. The 1784 was the beginning of what do you call that? The beginning of sugarcane plantations. This is not the back here. 1787, great sails from the mills rotating in tandem with the huge rollers.
It smells good.
Right? So it just talks about celebrating a time when they first started to do production of the sugarcane in Trinidad and Tobago. And then 1824 signifies another time. It talks about one of the founders and him moving to Trinidad, right? So 200 years ago, the tradition of blending excellent house of Angostura created in 1824. We should see the name 1824 on every bottle, or you'll see the butterfly on every one of their premium rum products, right? There's a butterfly on the lid here. Yeah, and if you
What
look,
does the butterfly signifies?
honestly, I can't remember what the butterfly signifies, but on the bottom of every, they said you gotta drink until you see the butterfly flies, right? So you're drinking until the bottle finish. When the bottle finish, you'll see the butterfly.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, I understand.
So that has been part of their branding, and butterflies in Trinidad and Tobago has been it's pretty prevalent. Like seeing butterflies in botanic gardens and anywhere around. Butterflies are they're pretty and they're unique and they're all over the island. So at some point in time, they adopted the butterfly and all their premium packaging has the butterfly and it's under the bottle as well, right? So honestly, the nose is really good.
Oh, this is really good. I don't recall it being.
See, we didn't have, you see how you have a fresh crack bottle. You know, all the pent up flavors in there.
You know, it's like it's not overpowering.
But there's a nuttiness,
I'm getting some.
slight acetone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, there's a lot of nuttiness.
I get some fruits, but not no sweets, no fruits.
No.
It's like it would be almost like a cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
I'm getting cantaloupe.
I don't like, you know, someone said, and when I was reviewing one of the other rums, that it smells like a baby, like a tank. And it's a tank. Remember that tank?
Yes, I remember. What's
exactly.
What is a tank?
And that note is always there. I'm just like, I still don't know what a tanka bean is. Next time I go to Trinidad, I gotta find a tanka bean. I have it in all the various ways you can eat a tanka bean or smell a tanka bean, I guess. But this definitely has a unique smell. That someone wants to know is tanka bean, but I just don't know.
It's very fragrant.
Yeah, it's very, you see? And that's the
very, very balanced on the nose.
For
Not
me,
too hot.
this 15 year is where I live and die in a lot of the Angostura products. And funny enough, the other day I went to a friend's home and it had 1990. I haven't had it in a while. I think I had like 2-3 glasses. Wow. I was like, man, you know, I was wrong to skip and start at the 15. But then we have so many rums to try.
I know those are my favorite.
Which one is that?
The single barrel.
Oh, that's inside. That's inside. So that's another rum that I skipped in this lineup. There's also a single barrel that Rashawn thinks is his favorite. It's probably like a $20-25 bottle of rum.
Yes.
But Rashawn liked it beyond all the other rums. I think almost all the rums I was
I
on
think
table.
my opinion might change today because that day you gave me samples of, you know,
Yes.
and I sit
Yes.
and I went through them and I list them.
Mm.
But I think, you know, from then till
No,
now,
yes,
you know,
my
my
palate's changed.
it
Yeah.
has changed.
Alright, so let's get into the tasting. Mm-hmm. 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 Wow. That odd flavor still persists. Oh, it's like a split, like it hits a sweet and then it goes to like woodiness. And then that other flavor too I was getting on the nose, I'm getting indicated. And it does taste nutty. There's a weird nut flavor in there.
Oily feeling.
Oily? Yes. Yes. I'm also getting that. Tastes good.
It does.
Mm-hmm. No sugar sweetness or anything like that. No. Yes. Pretty well balanced.
So this one will be one without not as much sugar, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because honestly, the older ones I drank them all. I tell you, I was going through them. I used to gift them to people. I literally, within 1 year, I went home probably twice. And I bought like 4 bottles each time out. And I tell you, I gifted and drank. We drank 4, gifted 4. It was a lot. It was a lot. But this is a very good starting point right here.
It feels like I'm tasting
I like it.
art. Like, you know, how it's blended.
Yeah. 15 is a winner.
Huh?
It's a winner. It was a winner with the sugar, it's a winner now without the sugar.
Yes, this is really good.
Really good.
This is this is very balanced.
Yeah. So all of from then now we'll move on to I need to go get the I'm gonna get to this last because this sample is inside my house somewhere. So I'm gonna skip. So after the 15 they had this 16-year it was a 16-year number 1, the first version.
Alright.
Which was only bourbon.
Yeah, it was a bourbon.
All bourbon through and through from beginning to end, 16 years. Right? And it was the first version, I can't remember what year that came out in, probably somewhere back in like 2013 or something. They came out with that number 1. I think they bring out a new number 1 every 3 years or so. Right? So I think that one would have been like 2013. Then the next one, which will be this one, which will be 2016. Then this was 2019. And then they haven't brought out any after that. But they just came up with these independent, these not individual cars and different things like that.
Right.
So then 2020, 2021, 2021 4 days, or 2022. I can't remember.
Christmas 2021.
Christmas 2021. Christmas 2020. Correct.
Yes.
So 2022 they didn't bring out anything.
No,
They didn't
no,
bring
there
any
was
bottles.
nothing. There was
Yeah.
nothing. Unless because they brought out remember that
Totally same
bottle?
time.
The bottle
Oh!
the Caroni 50% Caroni 50%.
Was 50-50?
Yeah, wasn't it
Yeah.
50-50?
Was for like $6,000, $3,000 US.
3,000 US dollar, 50,
Yeah.
50, 20 something years old.
Yeah.
Caroni 20 something years old.
Yeah.
You know, Angostura
Angostura tea, yes.
Yes.
Yes, they did bring that out. And then they also brought out, what else they brought out after that? They think they did something else after that. It was a big fancy glass. What was it called? They brought anything else? That was it?
I think that was it.
I think that was it.
That was the last.
Yeah. The last production that they actually made.
Right.
Right? So far so good. We started with 15 because we have things to do, right? This is a Thursday night, right? We have work in the morning, we have responsibilities, so
And also to note, the 15 you cannot purchase it in the United States, which is
crazy.
blasphemous. I don't know.
Yeah.
For rum this good,
Yeah.
it should be here.
Correct.
It should be selling in liquor stores in America.
Correct. And then so the 15 not here. They have this one though, the number 1.
Right.
The number 1 right now is at Total Wine for $90.
Yeah?
Yeah,
They
they
dropped
dropped.
the price?
Yeah. Which is the key glass they have.
Okay, this one.
I'll switch that. Yeah, because all that's right. They don't want to fold you off too much. Right. So right now, so when it came out, they had it in the store for $109 or $110. Right? And this is the packaging here. Same bottle as the other. I think this is actually a European bottle, so it's only 700 ml.
Yeah, I know this. You know, yeah, the canister.
So the short one.
Yeah.
Right? So this is a 700 ml. I had bought 4 of these when they came out.
Really?
Yes.
You really have no responsibility.
No responsibilities. No responsibilities at all. So sadly, what happened? It was coming out. I heard it was coming out. I called a lawyer in the company. I called different people I knew. I was like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Funny enough, I had to go back to Trinidad for a funeral, and it was in the liquor store. So it was in the duty free. So I bought 2 coming through duty free. And then my one of my friends came through like same time. I was like, Emmanuel, who's on some of the other videos, so you can check him out. on some of the other videos we just did with different rums and stuff from Thailand, from St. Vincent, from Scotland, bunch of different rums we did like a week ago. But Emmanuel came through like couple of days after, and he got me one. And I went back and I got another one. And at that point in time, my wife stopped me. Right? So went through and we got 3 of these. I think I gifted 2 and I kept 2. So I still got a backup to this number 1 right here, right? So let's get into this number 1, which is a 15-year, which would be like this, but then it was finished for 9 years in Oloroso sherry casks, right? So
And it's about 40%.
yes, 40%. So Angostura doesn't really do a lot of high percentages. The only time they do high percentages is up to the same level as Angostura bitters. For you guys who don't know, Angostura bitters, that yellow cap that you see in all your bars, is also the same company that produces Angostura or rums, right? So most of you have seen these bottles around, the yellow cap, black bottle, white paper, paper is too big on it. That is the Angostura bitters, which is honestly the quintessential bitters. Like everyone, everywhere
That
around the
is
world
true.
uses bitters. There's actually a bar somewhere in the northeast that they serve Angostura shots, and that is because during Prohibition you couldn't serve alcohol. So the bar owner got a license to be a pharmacist, and he would serve bitters shots for upset stomach. And yes, fun fact: if you have an upset stomach, get a cup of hot water, like a teacup of hot water, and put 3 dashes of Angostura bitters in there, and it settles your stomach. That was honestly the reason why it was invented, was for upset stomach, and also for herbal benefits. It was created as a wartime remedy, right, for solving some of the issues and ailments and helping the soldiers recover. However, it has now just been, more of something to add to your drink. But if you have an upset stomach, guys, trust me, 3 shots of shakes, dashes, not 3 shots, 3 dashes of Angostura bitters, the original with the yellow cap, that would help settle your stomach. Angostura has the original, it has the orange, and it also has the cocoa. Right? And the cocoa is very different from a chocolate flavor. It really tastes more like the cocoa bean. Like it's not chocolate. It has a high, it's a weird, I don't know. It tastes like it's almost raw. It doesn't taste like chocolate at all. It's very different. Like I've compared chocolate bitters to the cocoa bitters. It is not the same thing at all. I don't know why. I don't know how it's so far off. In the flavor notes, it does taste good and it does make a good combination, but it just is not the same thing at all. Alright, so let's get into the number 1. I don't know, the nose on this isn't as strong as a 15. It's very muted. Maybe because the bottle has been open for a long time?
Could be.
Very muted, a little warm, a little woody. But not a lot of flavor on that nose. I don't know, that 15 had a really pop on it.
Yes,
Like pop.
the 15 was more fragrant.
Right? Alright, so let's get into the number 1. This is the 3rd version of the number 1. Let's get into it.
Nuts.
That sherry just grows. And you don't get the notes. It's hidden somewhere in there. Like on the finish is similar to the 18 to 17, 87. But the beginning is very mute, woody, nuts, then the sherry just grows on the palate. And then it finishes with that little nuttiness that it started. It's good, it's decent. I think I like the 15 more.
Yes.
Alright guys, so in Canada, you could still get the 15. I found the 15 in Canada on the shelves. in Alberta, Canada. So if you're in Canada, you can get the 15. 15 is delicious. If you're in the US, you cannot get the 15. You could only get the number one. Which is honestly, as far as I understand, it's just a 50-year with 9 months, right? Finishing in sherry. Very sherry forward.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely rather
The 15.
the 15.
Oh, okay. Alright, so
Which the 15 goes for
the 15,
60, 70 somewhere there.
I don't know, because the 12 year is about 60.
Right.
So this would have been even higher. But in Canada, I found in Alberta for about 50 Canadian, 60 Canadian dollars.
Okay.
So Canada has a really good price on this 15 year, right? Canada had some good prices on a lot of things.
Yes, they do.
You could have gotten the white oak in Canada as well, but you can't get in Trinidad, or you can't get in America, sorry. And the punchy you can get here for about $30. But yeah. Alright, so guys, let's move on, right? And I am going to move on to, so which one do you want to move on to? We have the we want to go 2020, 2021?
Yes, I think that's the distiller's cut. Distiller's cut.
This is the distiller's. Oh, this is the distiller's cut. 2021 is the distiller's cut.
Sorry, not this is.
This is the chairman's tribute.
Right, that's the one. Yes, that's the one.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go to this one, and I don't know, I feel like they got a really standard bottom, so then they just try to apply the butterfly to the top. There's no butterfly on the
Is
bottom.
it a wax or
No.
just a sticker?
Yeah, just a paper on. But this only has, so they produce this. This is only 510 bottles. So this is really limited.
You have another one?
Yes.
Unopened?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So cask number R202, bottle 175 of 510, right? And Angostura only goes up to 44.7%, which is to match the Angostura bitters, right?
Okay.
Yeah, most people don't recognize that Angostura bitters is 44.7% alcohol. People think it's like 20%, 30%, or somewhere down there, but it's actually 44.7%. And to match the percent of the bitters, they only go up to 44.7% on these bottles. Which to me, they should go up higher, but you know, I'm not the CEO yet, right? So
Yeah.
when I get there, you know, we will make some changes, right? And honestly, this here might be my favorite of the from Angostura. This bottle right here.
And this is, I think,
A 20-year-old, yeah.
Yes.
So this is a minimum age statement, 20 years. So it's not even a minimum age statement. It is the age statement because it is one single cask, right? So this is one cask that it is aged 20 years from Trinidad, right? So it's right here. I also did a video on this when I got the bottle. Really nice canister. It has a finish where in the background, in the white, is actually like an imprint of cane fields underneath there. So it's really nice. I really love the presentation on this one. You got the butterfly on the bottom of the canister and on the top, right? Really, honestly, this is honestly my favorite. Rashawn made me skip to this one, but I also want to try the 16. Yeah, I want to try this one, the 20-year-old. Right? But it's the oldest one that Appleton has. Angostura. I don't know why I keep saying that. Angostura. But I'm gonna try to get it. I want to get sample for
The
50.
Jamaicans don't keep creeping in. That's in the video, the Jamaican flag creeping in also.
Yeah, you know, I don't know why Jamaica just can't stay to the side. You know, this is not about you. This is about Trinidad and Tobago today, right? All right, so let's get to this 20-year-old, 44.7%.
I find this more similar to the 15.
Yes, yes, and this is unblended, right? So, and that's the thing, like, the Angostura product has a really similar note that transcends through almost the entire thing. Like, when you look at other brands, sometimes you get an 8-year tasting from the 12, tasting from the 15. Like, they kind of like, you know, playing with the notes. This is like, there is a identity that is Angostura.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's definitely a step up from the 15.
Yeah. A bit drier. A lot more nutty. That odd fruity note that you really don't get from any other rum. Like I honestly don't know any other rum that gives you these notes. Any other distillery that gives you these notes.
No, I've never tasted that.
Yeah. It's very unique. Very unique. Honestly, the 20 year and the 15.
They need to release more.
They do need to release more. They do need to release more.
They have this big column.
I think they need to release more. I'm surprised they didn't release anything last year. And then after this, we're gonna go on to the Distiller's Cut, which I don't think had an 8 statement on it. And then the Symphony, which was a blend with some cut still in there.
I like how Bala, you know, it doesn't pull you in too many their direction. It stays centered, and then it's like a dot in a circle. And you just feel, you taste the flavors and nuts.
Is it almond? Like an almond nut? I don't know what that nut is, but there is a unique nuttiness in there.
And the finishing is almost the same.
Yeah.
But just it has a richer flavor.
Yeah, it's richer, it's drier, a little bitterness on there. And that's about it. Like there's not a ton of notes on there, but the notes are very good. Alright, so that was really good. We're gonna move on now to the Distiller's Cut. So this came out the year after. I don't think they had 8 statements on this. No. So it says the annual limited edition series that explores the approach of rum making, expressing art of the creation. This edition showcases the craftsman of the pioneering spirit of our master distiller, John Georges. Right? So if you have gone to any of the rum festivals, you probably have met John Georges. He was he's been at Miami Rum Festival and a lot of other things representing Angostura. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna pour some off. I don't wanna dilute the spirit in any way. Make sure you know, let me just add some to wet the glass, you know. So, this one here, I only have 1 bottle of this. I think I got opportunities to get more, but if they were going to produce rums every year, I didn't really want to be
right.
You know, getting two of each would have been crazy, right? So, this is the Distiller's Cut that came out in 2021.
Yeah, with 44.7 ABV.
Yes. So they stuck to the 44.7.
Does it give you any notes?
No, I don't think they give you any notes. Just said Trinidad, manufactured in Trinidad, bottled in Trinidad. Honestly, the release of this one did not come with a lot of information. Like it didn't give you a lot of background. They had like 1 page giving you a little bit of stuff, but like not a lot of background information. I don't think they even gave you like 8 statements on this one. And this one's a 20-year-old. I think, what was it age? I don't know if they did give us age or anything.
I recall something though. I remember you sent me the pamphlet.
Yeah.
The
pamphlet of like what they would put the
right.
little media release thing.
Yes, the media release.
But this is the Distiller's Cut. So let's get into it. Let's get some tasting notes.
That note.
It's there.
It's always there.
Yeah, but this one's a little bit hotter.
Yeah, it is hotter.
Yeah. A little more heat on the nose. Alright, let's get into the tasting. Look more uniqueness on this one. It does stray away. It almost tastes he was getting some more like some pot still type of notes. You know, one thing about Trinidad, so they only have the column stills, right? But one thing, even I heard the guy from plantation was talking to
Beta.
yes, it is more bitter. So a lot more like cocoa nut, the more cocoa coffee type notes on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It strays away from the 20 and the 15.
You know, first thought came into my mind was it's a blend of this and this.
Really? But the
just
bitterness,
first thought.
yeah.
Just tasting it
No.
out, I'm like, okay, it's a blend of this.
Yeah.
But then, you know, after wait and let it settle down.
you get a lot more bitterness.
Yes, you start getting the bitterness. Now, okay,
Yeah.
it's definitely.
Yeah, it strays away. And one thing is that when we were at the Rum Congress, Miami Rum Congress, which is in February over here. So February 14th, around that, like the second weekend
Yes.
of February, we come to Miami and go to the Miami Rum Congress, right? But we're there, and one of the I think it was one of the blenders from Plantation was talking to the Angostura guy. What's his name? I talked with him for a while. What is it? I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name at all. I don't know why I can't remember his name. I just remember he's from Tobago, and him and I talked, and I follow him on Instagram. So guys, go there and check out the guys from Angostura and follow them. They got a couple master blenders. Not master blender, but they got like a couple like what do you call them, like the promo people.
Ambassadors.
The ambassadors, right? So they have
Influencers.
yeah, they have Daniel
Ambassadors.
who's in Europe and he's been
That's the one with the.
yeah, with the Mohawk.
I don't even know that one.
Yeah. So he is in Europe. He does a lot of their promo over there. And then this guy, what is his name? I don't know why I can't remember his name. But he's from Tobago, really cool guy. Him and I talked a little bit. We talked about the rum and stuff. I really gotta reach out to him. You know what? I'll send this video when I'm done and let him know that I appreciate the rum and next time he comes over, we're gonna have to meet up, have a drink, right? So this here, to me, what the guy said from Plantation was that one of the things that he liked about Angostura was that there were so many plates to choose from and getting the right blend of the plates. Right? And I was like, I never really thought about that. And I've heard their master blender say something like that already about the people think that there's only one you can get off a column still, but there's just so many plates.
Yes, I remember the conversation.
They have a 4-story and a 5-story still, right? So there's a lot to choose from. There's a lot of variety. But honestly, to me, the variety they have is really like variety of that note, of that really unique nutty note that we're getting. And I think that's what this is. It's just another variation of that note. This note, as you said, is a lot more bitter.
Yes.
Right? Which we didn't get from the 15, we didn't get from the 20. So definitely, this is something that is different. It was in Trinidad for about $1,000 TT, which really is about $120, $130 around that. So limited release. I think we released like 1,300 bottles of these, of each of these. So this one was only 500, 510. And then this was like 1,300 and 1,300 or something.
Yes.
So very limited in the numbers. So typically, guys, they just don't produce a lot of high hits. I feel maybe they sold off everything or something. Because when they produce this, they produce older stuff, it's very limited.
Yeah, and I think as you were saying before that focus is on blending. Because if you read all the boxes, it's all this masterful blending. And it goes back to what on the Plantation master blender was saying.
Yeah.
When he chose his Trinidad rum.
Yeah.
He said they took off the stale, they took the hearts and they blended it with the tails.
Yeah.
And that's how they came up with that flavor profile. So it's like it's all about the blending.
Yeah.
More than a single cast.
Correct. So, but they had, but even this single cast doesn't really taste that different.
These are not single cast. This one isn't.
This is not a single cast, and this is not a single cast, but this one is. And this is very similar to this one.
Yes.
So I just recognized on the back of the box it says it's a sweet bouquet of bananas, dried fruit, oak, top notes of apple. Is that apple?
Could be. I was thinking of a honeydew candle. I don't know.
Yes, you were saying honeydew. Let me go back to that one. Oh no, you know what? This is the new one. I mixed.
Yes, you.
I mixed it 15 with the sherry.
Which gives you the distiller's cut.
No, that's not that sherry. That's sherry. The sherry just sits on, like they said, 9 months of sherry. Honestly, I feel like you should never do more than 9 months of sherry because that sherry just sits there, man.
And you have people age your rum in sherry for years.
You can't like. I think sherry is just so dominant in the flavor profile that you cannot do sherry for very long.
I feel like they leave sherry in the barrel and put the rum in. Not Angostura, but I say, but
Yeah.
Other rums.
Yeah.
There's other rums that taste like, and it's just like
Sherry.
it's like you know. I have to wonder, did they really like clean the barrel, wash out the barrel before they start aging the rum?
Right. Well, normally, I think.
Or is it a wet barrel as they call
wet
it?
barrel. That's what I was thinking about, the wet barrel. So, honestly, like, in my mind, you don't want too much sherry, unless you know you have a short time, and you leave it in there. Having a sherry heavy rum can't be really a premium rum. Well, you know what I like? Because, like, even when the plantation did all their finishes, it's pretty heavy. And even Granda.
Yeah.
Granda had some heavy,
The
island
finishes really change the flavor profile.
and dominates. So you really like it really is you have to decide what you want. If you want the finish to just rule over everything, or if you want a really balanced rum. And for me, like I really rather taste the rum, unless it finishes very unique, right? Because like Oloroso sherry, everyone does Oloroso sherry now, right? This is back in 2019.
Yeah.
There was not a ton of Oloroso sherry.
No.
Right, but no, I feel like every new finish is an Oloroso. Everyone's bringing up Oloroso sherry finish today in 2023. If you go over the years, there's at least 10 of them, right?
Yes.
Like Bacardi, like a bunch of people had a bunch of shit.
Everybody doing sherry.
Yeah, right. So let's get to the symphony now. Which the symphony, they had said that it was a symphony, which is what they said it was a blend, right? This one they actually have some notes on there.
Carefully crafted and bottled masterpiece of ages, flavors, aromas, and textures. They dance, they mingle, they glide and move as one perfect pairing. A union of characters and a medley of simple complexity. Ooh, nice words. Many parts, elements, ideas, flavors, each themselves with notable qualities, once independent, are now assembled by the skilled artisans at Angostura. Our master distillers have taken the best of our best rums, married them together to create something entirely unique, a pleasure for the palate, a symphony for your senses,
Right.
from us to you to enjoy. I feel like this should be a masterpiece.
Alright, so here's this. Let me know. But you never tried this before.
If Beethoven created a rum,
You would have been this.
It would be this.
So this is the symphony, which is
Symphony.
another limited release, right? They created it. This was 2021. This came out. They say that with the Distiller's Cut. So let's get into it. Let's try it, and then I'm gonna give you tell me what you think about it, and then we're gonna go into the notes that they got on it, right? And again, from the time they did these limited releases, they are releasing them at 44.7%. And honestly, I wish they would continue that anything that's premium at least 44.7. In fact, their $3,000 bottle was 44.7%, which to me was a bit of a no-no. Right? If you're gonna sell me a $3,000 bottle, at least hit like 50 something.
You have to hit the 50.
You have to hit the 50s for a $3,000.
I feel like you just watered down there.
But they didn't create much.
No, it wasn't much.
How many was it? Like 100? record. So, yeah, I remember I did create a video on that. They had very limited amount. So guys, if you check out my reels or my shorts on YouTube, when it came out, I did release a video kind of showing you what this packaging was the Zenith rum, right, from Angostura, which was a limited release at 44.7%. 195 bottles. Very pretty presentation, like crystal glass with big stopper, wooden case. It was a blend. It was a showcase in Trinidad. It's a blend of Caroni, which is one of the past distillers, and TDL, which is Trinidad Distillers Limited. It was a 20 to 22. I think the bottle of Trinidad of TDL was 20 year, and the Caroni was 23 year. Right, so definitely a great blend, I would say. I would think it would be a good blend. I would love to try that blend, but at $3,000, I didn't have it, right? And they probably sold those bottles out easy.
You know why it's so easy? Because it's $195.
$195.
If there was like 1,000 bottles,
yeah. No,
I think they would have
tough.
a bit of problem.
Yeah. That's tough, like. But great presentation. The presentation, the pack was really good.
You know, the words that they have, the words that they use to describe their rooms, it's like they convince you like you're really buying art.
Yes.
When you read all the descriptions of all these rooms, you're like, wow.
Mm-hmm. No, honestly, like that rum is for like, even if you got it, you got it. If you don't got it, just keep moving. You know, because like that price was ridiculous. The packaging was excellent.
It was.
You know, like I would have to like probably triple my salary before I even consider buying something like that. But that number was high. That number was really, really high. You know, but definitely we're gonna try the symphony. So it's a blend of column and pot still. As you know, Trinidad does not have a pot still. So it's a blend from somewhere else, right? So my thought, right, is it's a blend of pot still from, what am I gonna say? You don't know?
No, sorry.
You was just distracted.
Yeah, but it was my rum though. No, I'm gonna store rum.
Yeah, amazing. So, the thing about it is, what some people don't know is that back in the day, Angostura had a pot still. The pot still was the Vendome pot still that is now at St. Lucia Distillers. So, it is my suspicion that the Angostura Symphony, which is a blend of column and pot still, is a blend of Angostura stills. They did not want to admit that. So I was on a call, but I was on a live, a rum tasting. But back in COVID, everyone was doing the online rum tastings. And Scotchman TT, he started up his YouTube channel and stuff, talking about Scotch and whiskies and stuff like that. What we in Trinidad is also rum, so he does have a little content about rum as well. And he had us on, we had John George's on, who is, who this cut is made for or in honor of. And, we talked a little about it. He did not want to say who had who exactly was the pot still from. But my assumption has always been, it is, the pot still that was formerly from Trinidad, the Vendome at St. Lucia.
Yes, that, and there was another rumor that the Caroni barrels that they Angostura bought up,
yes,
they start blending them into their rums.
Right.
Like they said, the 15 have a
hint
a dash of Caroni.
And today, guys, honestly, I want to do a Caroni with you guys, but honestly, the Caroni samples are so tiny, right? Me and Rashawn would have been licking, we had to lick the Glencairn to get a tape because, so I bought some samples from Whiskey Exchange a couple years back of like about 5 or 6 Caronis. And honestly, Rashan and I probably have to do a video on them. Or maybe I just do it by myself sometimes. Because honestly, these samples are so tiny, it's hard to shake. It's really like, I don't even know if there's enough to be like, if I get a taste, I don't know if you can get a taste. Like, it's really small. It's really tiny. You're like,
If you're talking about isn't it? How you justify the Angostura legacy?
what you mean?
This one, rum.
That was the previous limited edition they did years back.
For $25,000.
Woo!
500 milliliters. 40%.
Oh man. What's that?
17 years old.
Oh man.
$25,000.
That's crazy.
No, that's not crazy. This is crazy now.
What's crazy?
Look at the crazy now. So to actually get a bottle of the Angostura Legacy rum, $98,000.
No, sir. I honestly, if I win like the Mega Million, couple $100 million or something, just because I am from the country, I could pay for it. I would pay for it. Just off. I don't remember my wife would gift it to me. Hopefully, I don't know, because it's tough to really make that decision. That is not a regular man purchase at all. 25,000 to the legacy.
Yeah,
And the black came out years ago when high age rums wasn't as common.
right.
You know.
Right.
And high proof rum wasn't even that common either. So they probably got away with it because, you know, back then people weren't really.
If you read the promotional material,
Yeah, sounds amazing.
I feel like I want to take out my
You
credit
want
card.
it? Yo,
Yeah, because you know.
I understand completely. Oh jeez. Rum perfume.
Symphony.
Symphony.
Symphony by Beethoven and
See the
Chevalier.
What's the comments? Any comments on the channel?
Oh.
What you got? 10K brings back memories. Used to be my go-to. So we have the 10K on the end here. We're gonna get it in a second. That's the next rum. So I'll get into it. I'll explain to you why we got this fancy stuff right here. All right. So Symphony. How does that smell? It smells different.
It's similar but different.
Yeah, definitely.
Mild, hot on the nose.
Hot on the nose, but then also a lot of fruits, a lot of dried fruits, Christmas fruits that you don't get from the other Angostura ones. It really tastes to me it smells potty, very potty. Very much almost like a Clarendon or one of those St. Lucia rums.
Hey, you get a Clarendon?
Yeah.
Is it similar to would it be like a mild pineapple note? Not the sweet pineapple, it's like a dash, a hint.
There's a hint. But to me, what I usually get is the more the acetone, rusty nail type.
Yes, sir. I got that Clarendon note
Okay.
on these two, but I didn't say it.
No, sir.
But guess what? But then, as you say, it could be the Vendome and Clarendon.
But
and
you
Clarendon.
only get the Vendome here. All these are strictly column until you get to this.
How long ago was this, man? This was in New York, right?
Yeah. Even the old bottling was in 2016.
Right.
At least 2016, I think this came out. 2016, 2015.
And they still move in, I think, 2003 somewhere there.
The Vendome still move. Probably.
As the last of the independent bottlers were 2003.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the
But-
one that they
but-
said
but-
that had that oil.
Yeah, but they really couldn't figure it out. Like they really tried. Like this, I don't have any of that because they tried. They made some product, but they didn't make a lot of product because they really couldn't figure it out. They didn't figure out. I guess they couldn't figure out the market in Trinidad. But Trinidad had only column stills, right? They had Caroli column still, which was really a wild west column still that they never really got right. They couldn't figure out this still. They even had a wooden still at one point in time. So I was talking with Ian Burrell, the the global rum ambassador, and he was saying that that Trinidad had no, it wasn't him. No, it was. I think it was Ed Hamilton. So that when he went there in the 90s, there was a wooden still that they was about to disassemble because they couldn't get parts. But you have to get, for wooden stills, you have to get the parts from Guyana. And Guyana is really close. So it's really not a hardship to really get wooden parts for a still. But I think it's just harder than just maintaining a steel still because you can literally just go to a steel manufacturer in Trinidad and fix
and
the
I
still.
think in those times, you really wasn't thinking about, you know, your steel in the sense that you're like, you'd rather just, hey, let's modernize.
Yeah.
But now you look and you're like, and you realize these steels are like, people value them more,
Correct.
especially among us.
Exactly. Because back then, there wasn't a lot of rum enthusiasts.
Right.
Right? And it was really more about creating a good enough product to sell and creating a lot of it.
Right.
Right? Steel, you get steel manufactured in Trinidad all the time. You cannot get wood from Trinidad. You have to get the wood from Guyana to get this specific type of wood for this steel. Which Trinidad, Guyana isn't far, but I don't know what the logistics was then, and then also just the effort of maintaining a wood steel compared to a steel steel. You just call a welder up. You can find a lot more welders than finding a guy to replace staves on a wooden steel.
That's true.
You know, so
And the one thing is, a lot of these steelers now are trying to
Take
go
those
back.
off.
Are
Yes.
trying to go back in time.
because now you're so much, because now you could sell a bottle. Now most rums at a premium value is about $100. Right, 60 to 100 at a premium value. Back then, you probably couldn't do that. You couldn't do the volumes that you could do today at 60 to $100, or even 100 to $150.
That's true. That's true.
So I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it, but I understand.
Yeah, definitely. Which is why some of these companies are trying to go back in time now. They're trying
Yes.
to revive these steels,
Correct.
bring it back. West Indies rum.
Yes, they just brought back the rock still.
They have the Rockley. They have
Right.
another one.
Yeah, honestly, I think Trinidad probably need to buy back a vendor more.
Bourbon who is looking into bringing back a
Yes.
pot still.
Yes.
They, you know, a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I think honestly Trinidad could do buy back a vendor, like say, alright, I want to recreate a vendor like the original vendor we had, because I'm not gonna sell them back the vendor. Right? So hey, the specs on the original vendor from whenever time, let me recreate that still. And then I could produce blends, special blends for independent bottlers. I can create special blends for end of year bottlings like these right here. Stuff like that. So I think that's possible. Or they could just buy from who I assume is in Lucia, but they didn't actually, they didn't admit. So I could be wrong. But to me, that's the only logical approach to calling it symphony from Angostura. To me, that just made 100% sense. No other, getting possible from anyone else wouldn't make sense in that.
We had this conversation when it just came out.
Yes, we did.
And I think in the media promotion, it was saying something like they source.
Yeah.
They
Pot still.
source.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I just remember.
Yeah, but Trinidad don't have pot still, so they have
No, and they won't admit that they...
they didn't say who the pot still was from. But you guys hear my assumptions. Let's see what's going on. Alright. You've been frozen? Is it even working? Oh, okay, alright, cool. So, let's get to the tasting.
The symphony.
The Trinidad is still pretty dominant. Surprising. It is surprising. So, it really does taste still like 1787 and the 20 year with a little bit more sweetness, a little bit more of that.
I get the pot.
Of that, a little bit more of that fruity note.
So the Trinidad flavor profile is still the most dominant.
Yes, which I appreciate because to me,
you wanted to keep the identity.
I still want the identity of a Trinidad rum. I honestly, like when I first cracked it open, I don't think it tasted as balanced as it is now. Right, it air out a little bit. It is a lot more balanced. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, so Symphony I think was about 100 years old. 44.7%. Limited edition, only about 1,300 bottles. And I don't think I can find it anywhere anymore.
Sold out?
Yeah. Yeah, because like it was a long time ago. I think after a while they had put some stuff in stores when stores opened back up in Trinidad. And she had seen like some of these bottles when you find them in the streets in Trinidad, sometimes they can be almost double the price. Because typically when it just comes out, you have to get it from Angostura. So you have to go to Angostura, a store in Trinidad called Solera.
Oh yes.
You have to haul, put in your order, pick it up, whatever. But you know, this honestly was a good one.
So far, what would be your favorite so far?
I don't know. Honestly, the 20 year I think is my favorite. But this is a close second. What do you think? Like, this is the first. But these two right here, I don't know, I think this had a great nose on it. The nose was amazing on this one.
Best nose.
Yeah.
Best nose.
Yeah.
This is almost like a mild perfume.
Very good nose. But what's your number one?
This one is definitely last.
What we drank so far? We just drank in this range right here.
Which one? It was the distillers called had the bitterness, right?
Yes, it's had a better finish.
Okay, my number one. Yes, now I remember. This is my number one. The Symphony is number two.
Symphony number two.
Yes.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Because this is like a richer, to me it's this, but with a richer flavor profile.
Right. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Or
Yes.
1, 2, 3. It's close between these two.
Yes. But this is definitely number one.
Yeah.
Which I wish this concert would have been amazing.
Powerhouse.
Yes. Because if the flavors are that already at 44%, 44.7%, I can just imagine it being 60.
But I just thinking 52. You know, one idea I had is that for the countries like Trinidad and Jamaica, which has a small age, a small anniversary, right? So we're at 62 right now for Trinidad and Jamaica.
Right.
Why not produce a rum at that percentage point every year? You know, one thing, sadly, see? So next year bring us 63, the year after bring us 64. That would be great. So you hear that Angostura Limited. Next year 63rd anniversary. Bring us a 63% rum. Limited edition. You charge us, we already recognize up to, $200. I'll pay for it.
I'll pay for it.
I'll pay for it. Alright, so I already been buying everything else at 44.7. I'll pay for 63%.
They need to.
I agree. So sadly, the 30, my cousin-in-law just finished my bottle of 30, which was a representation of Fernandez Limited, which is also absorbed into Angostura. I just finished like legit 2 weeks ago. He finished that bottle, right? And I thought I had more bottles around here. I was looking for the bottles, I didn't find any. So I might have shot myself in the foot and drank out the last 30 bottle. I am sad. I think I drank, I gave away. I know I don't have anything left to represent Trinidad. It should be represented. So now that we have covered pretty much everything Angostura,
Okay.
right? So you know what? Because we just left this symphony, I really think that we need to go to the we're gonna go to the number one soon. right? But you want to entertain people a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't, talk about whatever rums you want to talk about, but I need to get the sample of the number one before we go anywhere. Because I really don't want to get to this. This is so far off from the others.
Yeah.
But I'd rather get to this number one before I get to that.
Okay.
Alright?
I'll find something.
Sing, dance, give them all your rum knowledge, something like that. So they're not entertained, Russian.
Look when you close the door. Okay. First off, Jamaican rum is better than Trinidadian rum. Facts.
Bye, Jane. Then I'm coming back. I've eat. You ain't said nothing yet.
Huh?
I've eat corned beef.
No, she eat anything. I mean, I try her with anything. She eat.
I've eat everything.
I don't limit her to, anything I have in my plate is well. I said something, but you came out back quick.
No, I didn't come back. Where's
You
the
watch
one
the
right?
live, you will see that I didn't say
Oh,
something.
and what was that?
I can't say that. You came back.
Alright, guys, so this is a sample of this right here, which is the second version of the number one, which is a 16 year, which I believe it is 15 years plus 1 year of sherry. Let me see what this says. So you know what we didn't go through these tasting notes. So before I get to that, let's get to these tasting notes because I really forgot about that. So it says aroma. Masses of dried fruit encompassed oak, vanilla notes, and a hint of caramelized apples.
I see the dry fruits. The caramelized apples, I'm not sure.
You know, this one also said apples.
I see the apple no, but have I had caramelized?
I've had caramelized apples, but I don't.
Isn't that a sweet apple with a caramel on the apple? No, I don't get that. I don't
Well,
get
that's
a sweet
good.
apple.
So caramel. No, I think caramel apples. They cook it with sugar.
Right, caramel apple is different from caramelized apple.
Apples and they cook it. Caramel apples and they just covered a Granny Smith with caramel.
Right.
Right. It says taste a complex pile of rich bourbon and a bouquet of sweet apples, prunes, and bananas. The quick finish leading towards vanilla. Everyone says that Trinidad has a lot of vanilla note. I really don't get that much vanilla note.
Maybe in
The younger ones.
the younger ones.
Alright, I just want to go through that with you. But
So this one, is this?
is this one. So I didn't want to open this bottle. So Rum Collections, Danny had gotten me a sample, right? Before you put that back, there is some. Let me see what in the notes and the stuff is going on here. It says the second edition of the Cask Collection, Angostura number 1, is finished with once used French oak casks. The first Angostura rum ever finished in French oak. Evidence of the enduring fascination of the smooth blend is a testament to the unrelenting passion at the very heart of the company since 1824. Color, amber, superb clarity. Aroma, subtle notes of peach and candy apricots, macadamia, almonds, and a hint of oak. Taste, nutty, dried fruits, such as dates and figs, and floral quality. Body, medium, finish, dry and soft feel. An exquisite sipping rum, equally enjoyable over ice. Alright?
So I wonder who does the writing for Angostura.
I don't know, but we had them. They just write out everything we say.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so it says, I marched it. I do not. I'm not sure who's that person. But if you march today, that means you're in Trinidad and Tobago, probably, because today was the Independence March, and in the Independence March, cadets, police, Coast Guard, everyone with a somewhat military background does marching through the town and stuff like that in celebration of the 62nd independence, right? So we're trying to dry these as much as we can. All right, pour off some of that. pour up some here. So this is said to be the best number one, right? So let's see how good is this number one. So this sells typically for about 120 if you can't find it. But it's very hard to find it.
Very high.
I've only found it in one store. I can't even tell anyone where that store is. Right? That
You
store
can-
is top secret.
Oh, I was saying you could tell them because there's no more.
Oh really? What has it been there?
You think I just bought one? When I bought it,
Really?
I bought two.
Jeez.
Because when you said, hey, go grab it for you,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, this must be special. I need to grab one too.
Okay, okay. So this is said to be the best version of the number one so far.
Okay.
So everyone has said that this version here is the best version.
For the last 6 years.
So what it says in the back?
10 years in American oak and then transferred to once used French oak for a further 6 years.
Wow. So this is 6 years. So this isn't even a finish. This is 6 years
This is what
of French oak.
a double aging then.
Yeah, this is definitely a double agent. So this was a finish. The first version was just straight bourbon.
Uh-huh.
This is 6 years, 10 and 6. So let's see what exactly is the best version based on everyone on the internet. Alright, let's see what exactly this is going to be like, right? Very woody. Whew, maybe the woodiest of all the rums we've tried. And this is my nose right now. Fresh wood.
Sweet.
Yeah?
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, I think this one has added sugar. This definitely tastes like added sugar.
Yes.
So, added sugar.
No wonder none they like it.
Yeah, this is definitely
Ah.
probably the only thing that we've had with sugar in all the tasting we've had.
It's not overbearing though.
Not overbearing.
It starts off and then it like
But the thing
it
is that
starts fading.
because we haven't had any sugar in all these tastings, this one stands out because like, whoa, this has sugar in it. You know? So I don't know. It doesn't.
It's not a clawing sweet.
Yeah, of course, it's just like I feel as if almost the sugar hides under sugar notes.
You're right. It's like the Angostura was are fighting.
Yeah,
Are
because
fighting to surface.
it's sweet and then you get woody notes, you get wood notes, but not a lot of other notes.
Yes, because everything as we taste up to this one has some notes in common.
Right.
Very similar taste profile.
Mhm.
Even the sherry.
Mm-hmm.
But this goes way left. This goes left.
Yeah,
This and that it's going on another path.
yeah. It's I don't know. I don't know if this is the best version. Between these two, which one do you prefer? Between the second and the third. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all.
Good stuff. Because I didn't really like the sherry finish on this.
No, I don't really like it. I like no. Honestly, the sherry finish was okay to me. It wasn't like super impressive, but it was like you get the Angostura notes that quickly get overridden by the sherry notes.
Was the sherry? Well, no, it did not. Did the sherry overpower the Angostura notes? No. Or were they more?
They like to me. It kind of overpowered, but it was like it started Angostura, then got to sherry.
This I don't get this. I just feel like you're waiting at the Angus store
Yeah.
and it pokes its head up and then it goes back and
I didn't get Angus Road notes on this one.
it's like it's fighting, it's really
Yeah.
fighting. And I guess, I don't, well that's the sugar because it's not the French cast and it's not the bourbon cast. That's the sugar right there. That is the sugar. You know what? Without even tasting it, the best one is the first one.
And everyone analyzes
The
the first
bourbon
one.
one. The bourbon one. That's the best
You
one.
don't know because it have way more sugar or
16
something.
years, bourbon cast.
But maybe it has more sugar.
You're right. Oh gosh.
So, I don't know. We tried these two. Right? I think I like this one more than this one.
Yeah, the sugar.
I don't know if you like open up my bottle just to double check, just to make
No,
sure.
no. Don't open the bottle.
Yeah, we can't do that about it. But honestly, I think I like this more than this. But this one to me was just very sweet and not
Yeah. This really showcase more of the showcase Angostura.
Angostura. Yeah.
This, I was even leading to, am I in Panama? You know, slightly. Just,
Yeah.
it's like I went on the shores of Panama and came and went back on the boat and then I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know. It was not what I expected.
and I think that's why Danny loves it. I think Panama is Danny's favorite rum. I
I think so.
believe he loves
Is it was
Panamanian
Panamanian
rum.
rum?
He loves it.
I was just confused by the sugar, honestly.
Which Danny is he goes by rum
Rum
collections.
Collections.
Probably one of the biggest rum collections in America.
Mm.
Yes, it goes on by rum collections on Instagram.
Oh. So, what we have here is 10K. Yeah.
More floral and notes.
True. So, 10K rum, which was started, what was it, back in 2013 or something? No, it was before 2013.
No, it was
I was in
before.
college. Like
It was
2010.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Somewhere around there.
I remember.
Maybe earlier?
Yeah, maybe a.
So,
What's it say?
it does not say. Just says imported. Oh, it says J 2007. So maybe it was back then. It says J 2007 on the back. That's as much as I could find that would give you a date on this thing. Product of Trinidad. So, imported, right? So I paid for this about $30,
Yes.
right? So this was back in the days. This was priced at $30 back in the days when this is supposed to be a premium rum. So I imagine rums back then was super cheap.
Yeah, rums were super cheap back then.
Right.
Definitely. Because I remember Appleton.
Yeah.
When this came out, Appleton in the mid 2000s, you could get an Appleton special equivalent to US dollars. Maybe under $10. Under $10 easy. A signature or a 12. I'm trying to remember. But I remember purchasing, we didn't drink much 12, we just drink the Appleton special. And it was always under $10.
Right. Which hasn't gone up much. It's like $10 now.
It was 800 Jamaican dollars. They were 800 Jamaican, which was like, yes, it was under $10.
Yeah. But then the changing rate was different. Like
Yes, it was.
100 to 1. So like $8.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
800 to 1.
It was about 8.
Yeah.
You know, the signature maybe about 12 something.
Right.
I don't think the 12 past 20.
Yeah. But LVMH, Louis Vuitton Moet. What's the V for?
LVMH.
Yeah. Louis Vuitton Moet.
Hennessy.
Hennessy. Alright.
The conglomerate of
Alright.
French.
Very, very nice bottle.
Love it.
Very unique design. They even put some little rubber grippy things on the top here for you to hold and pour, right? So you can like slip it out your hand. Has like this weird monkey crest label business going on. Really like the bottle and everything. But they didn't really last long. So this was a lightly aged rum, right? This was about, I think they said they had set up a whole new distillery for this.
Yes, they had.
Right.
They had
Because
their own still.
I can't remember the look, so I looked it up online because I'm from Tobago, not from Trinidad. So I looked up the location, which was an area called something like that, M.
I think I sent it to you.
Yeah.
I sent you the location because I remember reading about it and I had pictures of the still.
Yes. So they had their own still, they had their own production. Angus Rock kind of managed it for them partially, but definitely was a unique rum. I think this was like less than 3 years old. Definitely less than 3 years. Because in Trinidad, by the time you hit 3, you get way more color than this, right? It is.
Right.
Trinidad is anywhere between 70 to 85 degrees year round. Mainly, almost every single day, it is somewhere between 80 and 85 degrees, right? From January to December, the temperature is high in the daytime, and only in the nighttime you really get a little bit of a preview where you get down into the 70s, right? So, lightly aged. Was it a column still? Was it a column still, right? Was it a small French still or something like that? You can't remember?
I can't remember.
But a lot of people, there's people who just commented on the live, there's people from my job that said, hey, that 10K was the best thing, I really loved it. You know, in fact, honestly, I need to go find me a 10K bottle right now, because there is a guy at the office that he really loves 10K rums. He said that was his thing, that was introduced him to rum.
Do you want the small bottles?
I'll give him a big bottle. I'll give him a bottle.
Because I can direct you to a lot, I know where a lot of small bottles are.
But even the small bottles, I'll give him a couple of small bottles if that's the case, you know. But I really want to provide him with some bottles because he's really, I won't provide him with a bottle, but if it's small bottles, maybe 2 or 3 bottles, whatever. But I really want to provide him some bottles just because he's a really cool guy. And I was happy to give people what they want. When people tell me, oh, I really love 10K rum, I want to find 10K rum for you and give you a bottle of 10K rum. Right? So, 10K rum, LVMH, back in the early 2000s, they came up with a lightly aged rum product. This was the beginning of luxury rum, right? It didn't really last that long because it was in Trinidad, then they stopped it and they went to Barbados for a while. I don't know if they came back to Trinidad or what.
They came back to Trinidad after Barbados.
So they went Trinidad, Barbados, Trinidad. So honestly, based on what is on the label and the year in which it's produced, you're gonna get a different tasting rum. Because when they came back to Trinidad, I don't know if they still had that still set up down in that area. So there was not, so they had set up for a certain part of Trinidad with a new still. They left out into Barbados, which to me all this stuff shut down. Then someone they came back to Trinidad and they may or may not have had the same still, right? So your tasting notes will vary based on which batch of rum you had, right? So this, as far as I know, is from 2007, and it is from Trinidad, because on the front it says, Trinidad, Kingdom of Rum, distilling perfection from first pressed cane. Because back then also, Trinidad had cane fields that you could easily get cane from, fresh cut cane. Every day you could get for the pressing of this cane. And in fact, this distillery was actually in a cane field. I just, for whatever reason, can't recall where it was. Something with an M. Guys, put it down in the comments below. For all you guys from Trinidad who knows exactly what I'm talking about, let us know down in the comments below. Alright, so, I almost lost my glass right here. Alright, so, very light color. Here, it's almost like straw, like white wine. It smells light, it smells almost like a sweet, where is it?
10K collaboration.
Early 2000s, 10K distilled, locally grown sugar cane juice distilled in Usain St. Madeleine. That's where it's at. In conjunction with Angostura to provide logistics support for the facility. 10K production was substantially moved to Foursquare Distillery in Barbados. My interview with Master Blender John Georges has more detail on 10K project in Trinidad. Angostura challenges and blah blah blah. Alright, so John George's, who this is named after, the distiller Scott, was also a part of the 10K experience or experiment. Alright, so I don't know, what do you get? That nose smells light, it smells floral, it smells kind of chemical, it smells as if like a weak version of an air freshener or something like that. Like you dilute on the air freshener to like drop to like, you know, extend it out. I don't know, I feel like that's what I'm getting here.
It's very light.
Yeah, very light on the nose. Let's get to the tasting.
Sugarcane juice.
What's that like? It smells really like air freshener. It's a weird, like I don't know. This has been open for a while using this stopper here, but it's a light, sweet note. It's dry, not very bitter, but there's a light, sweet note on there.
Yeah.
So, this is the experiment from the early 2000s.
I wonder who the market or the first grade one is. Maybe not too far.
Well, it wasn't even using traditional Trinidad stills. So was it, were they using 4 square stills or were they using like that still that they had in Trinidad?
I think when they moved it, it was 4 square stills.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know. This is it's a unique rum though.
It is.
Flavor profile wise, it is light yet flavorful. Like it's light, but then there's a pretty strong flavor of a flowery note.
And you can see what they were going for.
Yeah.
You could really see, you know.
But to me, like this is almost like to me they already had aged rums back then, right? And this is a lightly aged rum. Well, it's fresh cane juice, which is different because you do not have molasses, which you could just store molasses every and anyway. You had to do a fresh cane juice production. But to me, you had a column still that drove a lot of the flavor notes of the still. You know? So, I don't know. Very unique approach. There's nothing like it. So, based on Russian's findings that he already have locations I can find this rum, I'm definitely gonna go get some more.
And this liquor that I've known for 15 years. I've been going there.
And I still have?
I didn't know they had 10K till last month.
Really?
I was just there looking around the back, because as I tell you, every liquor store I go in now, I look in the back behind the cashier to try to find stolen overproof. So I'm there looking, while I'm buying, I'm looking, and I look in a corner and I see about like 10 bottles of 10K. The small ones though. $9.
You had sent me somewhere and find some 10K one time, no?
Yeah,
I went up in Miami or
Yeah.
something, yes, and one.
So this place is closed. It's in Fort Lauderdale.
Alright,
So
sounds good. Like.
Yeah.
So far, we got a lot of rums here tonight. We say, this is our favorite.
It was distilled on
Alembic.
from France. The still for the 10K.
What does that Alembic still look like? I'm not seeing, that's not very common
No.
still. Guys, we'll go back to the 15. Alright. So 15? The Vendo. So the Vendo was purchased in 2003 from Angostura. I saw the Vendo still they purchased from Angostura in 2003. Then tells a bit more the still story behind it. There was Angos's second attempt at developing the spirit with slightly different characteristics from generating from the continuous column stills. The different quality of the spirit might be used of aging and blending. And this is from John George's.
Yeah.
Like the vendor there was once, I'm not sure it's now at St. Lucia Distiller. They tried a couple of times and did a few things with it. In the end, they didn't really meet our requirements and it was an experiment. And we thought, well, no, that's not what the way we want to go at this time. And we had some associates, St. Lucia Distillers who shared common character, but at the time we found us through, they thought, well, we might as well work with them. Alright, so
they made wrong with the vendor and they kept it.
exactly. St.
Maybe
Lucia
just a
Distillers.
few barrels.
St. Lucia Distillers. And I have a couple of St. Lucia rums. I don't know about St. Lucia Independence Day, because I'm probably I have enough rums to do a St. Lucia Independence Day.
When is the St. Lucia Independence?
I don't know, but I do have some St. Lucia rums. My friend Emmanuel, he's just back home. He just bought 2 St. Lucia white rums. I love their white rums. Like I drank that
February
bottle of-
22nd.
Alright, so next Independence Day, prepare yourself for a St. Lucia
You know
live.
what? We might just have to do
All the islands.
all the islands.
Once we have rums to the islands, we're gonna do a live there. Right?
What would be next?
Let's see. After Trinidad, I don't know. I don't know. But what about the more 15? Man, I like the 15. Guys, forget about the 15. I mean, that's the best rum that is easily available from Angostura. Honestly, the 70 is pretty good too. For what it is the 70 is pretty good. But the 15 is still the best. And the best of the typical things. What happened?
The
15.
nose.
Yeah. It's a lot. And funny enough, it's only 40%. I feel like they got all the, I don't know, I feel like this is just like bottom plates or something. Like this is just, wherever these plates are from, I think this is where we need to get all the rums from going forward. Really good quality. Really good quality. August 1st. You don't know Jamaican independence?
No, sorry, because this confuse me.
They have to take away your Jamaican character.
Not wrong. They confuse me every day with somebody else.
What?
Oh yeah, this right.
What?
So, you know, the independence,
All the islands?
yeah,
Oh, okay. So we have
Bahamas next
Antigua
month.
is Bahamas next month.
Bahamas is October.
October. Alright, so
Yeah,
no, that's the Bahamas. So the middle is the thing because under the other setup.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's 30
Oh, you're
11,
right,
yeah.
you're right.
So the next one is Costa Rica. We have no Costa Rica. Now.
Our Belize.
What is Belize?
Belize.
Belize. We have some Belize rums. So
Costa
that
Rica.
is September 21st is Belize. What else we have? We have El Salvador. We have a couple El Salvador rums. Honduras. A lot of them is in September.
Alright, we're not gonna do all that.
And so we have Mexico, Nicaragua. Oh, everybody in Latin America.
We're gonna stick to the Caribbean.
What else we have?
Yeah, the 31st. Oh, that's not true.
Trinidad. And then you don't have anybody until
Saint
St. Kitts and Nevis. We have not from St. Kitts and Nevis.
We're saying it's an
Is that the
It's
old road
Bounty?
rum? No, Bounty St. Lucia. The one road rum. I just see some.
Yeah,
ads
yes,
for
I
Old
see,
Road.
I saw that.
Old road, I think is St. Lucia. It's St. Kitts, sorry.
One after wrong.
15.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. When this had came up again, when they did the review and this came up again, say I'm than 15.
Mm-hmm. I like the 15 more. I like up down 15 more.
Really?
But as well as the first batch, I like up down 15 more.
The first match is the best.
The first batch after 50 was amazing. The other batches, I don't know if this is the same part. Like, it just don't. The
I
50
feel like they run out, they start changing the blend,
The blend,
already.
yeah.
Because it's like too.
it was amazing. It was my favorite.
Because at one point you couldn't get the 15 that easily either.
Yeah.
I think they changed your blend.
So, the 15, Angostura says the 15, which is the 1787. Remember, Angostura, each bottle that they create with an 8 statement is typically has a number tape. It says color, rich mahogany, bronze highlights. Nose, sweet bouquet of banana, dry fruit, oak, topped with apples. I probably need to eat more apples because I really like getting the apple in notes.
I get the apple.
What kind of apple? Like Granny Smith apple? What apple are you thinking?
Green apple.
That is exactly Granny Smith. Because that's it. What they could be. Could be Granny Smith. They need to be more specific. Because a Granny Smith apple is a far cry away from a red apple. Or any of the red apples that they have over there, right? Well balanced, medium body palate with a hint of dried prunes with sweet rounded oat notes intertwined with toffee essence. Toffee nuance, sorry. You have toffee in there?
No, I don't think I get the coffee.
Searching for the toffee part. Got the wood, got the apple, got that nutty, that weird. You mean what I think apple just like Granny Smith. I just don't even have Granny Smith to recognize. But I think there's a woodiness, a dryness, a unique, high. How do we describe that note? It's such a high flavor, almost chemical note. Almost like, it's not like the acetone Jamaican note, like it's like, but there's a unique note in there.
It's very unique. That's
Very
very
unique.
unique. Very unique.
So, honestly,
Maybe some of the roast rub off of this table.
yeah, all of that, you know? All that note still rust, right? But definitely, 15 is the best you could get. Or you wanna try the 12 on your other ones?
Yeah. Let me.
Pull it 12. Alright, so I'm gonna go on and get some more notes. I'm sure I said we're not gonna go that long today, but I'm pretty sure we've been here till the sun. We've been here for an hour and a half, probably 2 hours already. Mm-hmm. 1824,
12 years.
12 year, and this is the previous version that had the 12 year number on it. It's all on the everything about the bottle, right? A bit darker fruity notes on this one compared to the 15.
Yeah, it's closer to the single barrel.
Mm. And mind you guys, the single barrel he's describing
This is closer to the
is
single
a
barrel.
is a no age statement.
Here's the sugar.
There's more sugar in this one,
Here's a little sugar.
but there's a lot of sugar in the single barrel.
No.
No, there's no sugar.
Blasphemous.
I'm pretty sure there's sugar in the single barrel, but let's try this 12. Yeah.
A little. But I still feel like Angostura note still
Yeah.
came through.
Came through. You know what? Because we're not accustomed to sugar, the sugar overwhelms us. Because we don't drink a lot of sugary rums. And that's why you think it tastes like Panama. Because a lot of Panama rums other than the Granda has sugar.
It tastes like, I feel like all of the sugar rums taste the same. But maybe because I don't drink enough, I
Correct.
can't differentiate between all of them.
Correct.
But I've been diplomatical. I even have a Jamaican rum with the Blackwell 007. It's like the son of diplomatical.
So, the problem for Rashawn and I is that we don't drink enough sugar rums to appreciate the sugar rums. You see any comments coming up there? Find the comments on this online chat.
Oh, that was it. Wait just a minute. Oh, that was it.
Oh, alright. So, the construction line, don't drink sugary rums. We cannot judge sugary rums.
Very hard.
We are so far removed from sugar flavored rums that
Yeah, it is the same.
when sugar rums, they taste the same to us. So, whoever reviewed this rum probably have taken the sugar rums and was not bothered by the sugar. And therefore, we got it out. So the 15.
And you said the 1919 was originally at 8, right?
Correct. I don't even know which one is which right now. My whole palate gets thrown up by the sugar.
Infinity barrier.
Yeah. No, like anything that my mom won, I would just put it in a small jar and drink it out throughout the week or whatever. What I do is like, instead of this is close to finishing, I'll add it to the infinity barrier. But no, if that's
Less sugar.
Less sugar.
Less sugar than the 12. Light.
So now we know that we have a handicap. Sugar rums is our handicap. We drink too many non-sugar added rums to then when we drink sugar rums, we can't decipher.
You can't blame us.
So then this could be a great rum,
Could be.
but we just don't know.
Growing up in the islands, you always tell us that it's people who can cook put sugar in the food. It's
Really?
true. When you cook certain meat, like say brown stew chicken,
My mother would disagree there 100%.
brown stew chicken,
Yeah.
and if you feel like you mess it up,
Yeah.
just add a sprinkle of sugar in it.
Well, see,
You change your whole gravy. You
that
change.
to me that means you can't cook.
Exactly. You can't. It means you can't cook.
Correct. I
Well,
agree.
wait,
My mother would agree.
What did I say? What did I say first?
It sounds like I said that you would agree that people that can cook. I thought they can cook.
Oh,
but
sorry.
they cannot cook.
Right.
Alright.
People who cannot cook,
Correct. They
Use-
can't cook. But it sounds like can.
they put brown sugar
Mhm.
in the stew,
Yes. They put sugar and everything.
in everything
Right.
to change it to correct it.
Correct. Not
Which-
to correct it, but to mask the nonsense.
Which is similar
Okay,
to what
my
they
mother
do.
would agree.
Yeah, which is similar to what they do in home. They get, which is what they say.
Yeah.
They get like a rub that's rough on the edges. You add a little sugar to it.
Tastes good.
It smooths out the edges.
Okay, I could see what you're saying. Because honestly, like we really can't even taste what the rum tastes like.
You try this one?
No.
That's like it's less sugar than the 12.
Honestly, I had enough. To me, I don't want to ruin my taste buds after tasting.
One chance time.
So, to me, the best thing from Angostura that we tried tonight 15, 20, Symphony.
Yes. Yeah. This was wonderful. This was marvelous.
Yeah,
They need more of this.
that was only one barrel.
Single class,
Private
private,
class. So,
20-year-old.
So you can't, there's no more of those.
No.
But the Symphony was excellent. 1787 was excellent. And 1787 you could get it in Canada, in Alberta, in was everything rum and more, everything wine and more. Something they have a total wine type of store over there. I think I found it. So go back into my Canada videos. I got like 2 videos over there when I was in Canada that tells you about the different.
You know Canada getting a lot of rums now?
Canada has amazing
Every
rums.
day, I'm in Canada Rum Society and I'm like, how the hell they getting these?
Canada gets a lot of great rums. They get a lot of independent
And
bottlers.
before they usually complain, oh, we don't get nothing.
Only Ontario people. The people in Alberta, Alberta has the best rum law. Watch me. In Alberta, so I was in Alberta last year, I think, and actually in the downtown area, every block had a liquor store. In Alberta, in Ontario, it's nothing like that. Ontario, they only got the LCBO,
LCBO.
and it's like generic stuff. Like only you get is some Appleton, Captain Morgan, a few Plantation, me and a Havana Club, maybe a Mongi, like legit, like less than 10 rum brands in Ontario. When in Alberta have a liquor store. Alberta have a rum store. Alberta has, even in one of the best liquor stores I went to, they had champagne, whatever that independent bottle is. They had El Dorado Cash, they had the El Dorado Still Picks. They had a ton, lots of variety. And guys, again, go back into my old videos. You can find some of my Canada videos on there to see the picks that you get over there. But man, the picks in the Alberta stores, 10 times better than what you could get in Ontario. It was crazy. Like, you could get the same size shelf, but they'll just pack it with a ton of Plantation, Mongi, Appleton Estate, like, we call that Havana Club. But I mean, like, not even a ton of variety. I'm talking about like 2 Appletons, 2 Havana Clubs, 2 Plantations, very limited stuff, like nothing to tell anyone about. You know? So
I see a lot of independent bottles.
yeah. In Alberta, woo-wee!
A lot. Even today I'm looking at
Home scale.
a lot of the European independent bottles. They get more European independent bottles than America.
Yeah, by a mile. There's a lot of European independent bottlers, and then there's also a few American. You get Bayou over there. You get a lot of small brands.
Yeah.
In Alberta, which I really appreciated. Like honestly, and the prices weren't bad. The prices weren't jacked up in any way. In fact, you could have gotten the El Dorado cheaper over there than in America. Like if you did the conversions, the numbers weren't crazy at all. So honestly, recommend if you go to Canada, check out the rums that you can get in Canada. They got a new multi-pack silver label.
I think this article that I'm currently reading before I came here, it was saying it seems like Wordy Park are rebranding their rums. You know, they're trying to move away from, there's a confusion with the Wordy Park and the rum bar. I'm not sure.
I don't know what confusion is.
Yes, so based on these new labels that they filed this month, Wordy Park Silver, Wordy Park Overproof, there's no rum bar.
Oh, so they're going into more. They're getting away from rum bar in general. You know what it is? Also could be also like search. If you're searching online, rum bar could show up as anything. The name rum bar shows up as rum bar.
I know.
I'm going to a rum bar. Anything could show up for rum bar, but Worthy Park is unique.
Wordy Park is unique, and I think Wordy Park sounds more premium than rum bar.
Probably, but then you're not really good for like.
I remember when
it's hard to maintain 2 rum brands.
It is, and there's also a slight bit of confusion. There is something going on right there. I was noticing. So it's just like the rum cream. You have rum bar rum cream. You have Wordy Park rum cream, and there's the Wordy Park is the more premium one.
Yes.
So they give some of their products in rum bar, some in Wordy Park.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
how to maintain all the SKUs basically.
Right. So me and you, we would know the difference and we would know that one, but to the average customer, it might confuse them.
Right.
And they try to like, let's get in line.
Yeah.
Get all our products.
It's
Wordy
easier
Park here, rum bar here, let's get in line here.
Right. Especially in the US, it would be easier just to maintain one brand.
Yes. So they file for the overproof, Wordy Park Overproof, Wordy Park Silver.
Wordy Park Overproof. Look at that.
And I mean where
the select. The select is fine. Yo, you know what?
Oh, the
we're wrong.
Select is not here.
The select isn't here yet. But here what? We're on Trinidad and Tobago Independent. So, guys, we're gonna wrap this up here.
Yeah.
Already gave you all the notes that we could, right? Rashawn and I have an issue where we do not drink sweetened rums to such a large extent that all we taste is sugar and we taste the sweetened rums. So we really can't give you good notes on the number 1 French, and we can't give you good notes on this one either. So I would save the rest of this. Maybe my friend Emmanuel gonna get the rest of this, or at least I'll let him try it. When he swings by, he's gonna come back with some more rums. He is in Tobago right now. He's gonna come back with some more rums for us. But guys, happy Independence Day to Trinidad and Tobago, and we'll see you for the next Independence Day of some other Caribbean island. But also we'll see you on a random Saturday or Sunday based on what availability restaurant I have. Typically, it's a Saturday, I think. It's Saturday we've been doing or Sundays?
It's been, I try to squeeze in the Saturdays, and
Yeah.
sometimes the Sunday. It depends.
Yeah, it depends. But Saturdays, we're probably gonna be there. Hopefully we can get you on this Saturday. See you in the next one. Alright? Ciao. Don't forget to buy the 1787. That is our pick of this tasting.